EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, and Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And this coaching staff has to be pleased with how their defense played last week. They held their opponents to 3 points, and that was it. If they get anything comparable to that performance, this one's in the bag.
Turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching.
Not much room to run. Just gets it to the 35 after showcasing his tough running. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Now a give right side. It's Porter, and he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
On first down, Porter. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
So, CD, you talk about this football team, some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6, 7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
They'll run on first down. It's Porter, and not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left it no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Barker. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. On 2nd and 7, Wilson. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And he'll give it here to his running back. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Extra point safely through, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they'll be let out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's taken down here by the Saints. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down of the sack.
And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They're going to look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent that these guys are getting after it right from the opening kickoff. They roll right downfield and score on their first possession. And here on defense, back-to-back sacks. Someone is ready to play.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. The Texans send the punter out, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best.
Let's go.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down now, it's Porter. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. On first down, Porter. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now Wilson. Going right side here, and that's complete. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one is right down the middle. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The numbers for him from a week ago. Now you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Spencer. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now a give, right side. McGee. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Spencer.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
Here's McGee. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Texans! A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season, and the Texans have cut it to within a score.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just one score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
Now the try here for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. From the 29, Wilson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this one is incomplete. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Wilson to throw.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
And the next-gen stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Fights him off. They find some open field here. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful. And that strength was on display there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Porter. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. You know, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game. For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. 2nd and 11. And that's incomplete. That right there, his first incompletion so far in this game, Charles. He was 9 of 9 before that.
Yeah, I think that qualifies as being locked in. And then you have to ask him the question, so what caused the incompletion? Come on, man, get back on your game. Let's go.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 20. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On 1st down, Wilson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. That catch good for only a couple. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score. To throw again on 2nd down, Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll be out right at the 35.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Come on now. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. To throw is Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Parker. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Throwing is Wilson. Can't get away, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that doesn't start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you've got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And they'll begin by running the option.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. That'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper and second down. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting.
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, we'll pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. McGee, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Finding some room at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. On 1st down, McGee. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Again, they'll run. This is McGee. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Looking to throw.
He'll get this off to Taylor.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Well, they gave the 60-yarder a try, didn't make it, and now they're in a tough position defensively. This offense has it at midfield. They'll run on first down. It's Porter, and he's got room. Past the 20. Shoves him aside. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2.
143 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Porter. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive first and 10. Back to throw here. Over the middle, complete. It's Jenkins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll set up to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
On second down, McGee. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. They'll run with McGee. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 11. They'll set up a throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
The New Orleans offense set to take over.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On first down, it's Porter. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now it's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Point after here coming up. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Texans defense, they get ready here. And they had the fumble return for a touchdown, and boom, they're right back out there again.
And you hear so many people talk about opportunistic defenses in today's football. Well, they make their own breaks because they work at it all the time. We've been in the practices, the drills where they're trying to strip the football, the takeaways. They're always working on it, and it paid off for them on the last possession.
Paid off. Now can they do it again? Looking deep downfield. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Houston's offense taking over again.
And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
That's how we do it.
It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Now back to throw.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver when he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
They're going to look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Spencer. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. This is McGee. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Sometimes.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Spencer.
7 yards the pick up there.
On 2nd down now, McGee. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. It's a loss of 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
2nd and 9 now. Eluding the pressure right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. That will make this a 4-point game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive and a 9-yard run on the end of it.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
They'll run on first down. Porter. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Porter. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. The Saints on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try the left side. Porter. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring out the 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. On first down, McGee, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, and this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
And that is incomplete.
Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
They'll run on first down. It's Porter. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Porter. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times and 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Barker. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll keep it on the ground. Porter. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Let's get it.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. And he's got it. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken just shy of the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Houston set to take over. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. On 1st down, McGee, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll run on 1st down. It's Porter, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. They'll keep it on the ground. Porter. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll keep it on the ground. Porter. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So now the Texans down 24-21, a minute 46 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they will take a knee here. One final kneel down here as it comes inside the 40-second mark, and that should be enough to put this one on ice.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense.